But I mean, what was your first? Because you were a golfer. When did you start boozing, Ben?
I didn't start drinking till I left the church. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know how to have fun. The first time I drank, I watched that movie, Paul. Do you remember that piece of shit movie with Simon Pegg?
Yeah.
And he was with the alien. I drank 12 shots watching that movie with my friend of Smirnoff apple vodka.
Jesus.
That was the first time I ever drank anything. I drank 12 shots and I threw up. And then that was it. And it was like, I was like, oh, I woke up. I was like, that was awesome. I was like, that was the best time I've ever had in my entire life.
Right.
And that's what I did every night for like 7 years.
You were like, this was amazing.
Yeah. It's like,
I'm trying to think the first time I remember drinking. I think I was in 11th grade and I went with my friend Ryan Wassleger, who's now married and has a kid and is a good dude. We went to the Roosevelt Field Mall.
Okay.
And we had dinner at this place called the California, whatever it was. It was like some bullshit Long Island's idea of like an upscale restaurant. Right. And it was like, just like, it was like California style grilled pizzas and salads and whatever. And their special was like apple martinis. So we just started drinking these like sewage colored apple martinis. Just like ecto cooler color, like that green.
mm-hmm.
And we just got kind of drunk. And I remember his dad came and picked us up, but we like played it off. Now, by the way, I had done every other drug before that.
Really?
I had done LSD, I had done cocaine, I had smoked weed, I had taken pills, all before that. But from 13, 14, 15, I'd done all that shit. But the first time I drank was like in 11th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started falling in love with booze.
Yeah.
I love booze.
It's great.
Makes
But
you feel good.
There was nothing better than weed the first couple years that you got to smoke it. It's better than booze, but then the weed stops working. The paranoia comes, the anxiety.
Here's what happens, right? So there's certain types of fun. And for me, the fun, like the most, I love laughing.
Mm-hmm.
And I love making people laugh, right? So the funnest times I think I ever had were being stoned as a teenager with my friends and just laughing at ridiculous shit.
Like, what were
the
those
cold and
lingos?
it's on a stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did this game where we would go make up a slogan for a thing. So like when we were really stoned and like this was later on, we were in our maybe early 20s and they would give you a thing and you have to make a slogan. And Cold Stone, I remember one day they were like, what about Cold Stone? Like, what's a jingle? It would have to be a jingle. And I just went, I was really fucked up. And I went, it's cold and it's on a stone. I went, it's cold and it's on a stone. And we just laughed so hard. We just started laughing. We were all at community college and had no money and no jobs and still don't. But it like that dumb, like walking around a mall food court and just, getting free samples, eating a Ranch One chicken sandwich, laughing and being like, none of this matters. We can still save our lives.
Yeah.
And the drinking in high school was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun drinking in high school. And then right after high school, then, I was in college and then it starts to become a little less fun because you're at a community college and all your other friends are going away to college and you're smoking weed with a guy named Buns. So people update me on Buns. They're like, I know Buns. And they're like, my mother gave Buns his nickname. I didn't even know Buns that well. He just had great weed. It was maybe the best weed I've still ever smoked. And we would smoke it on the top level of the parking garage at the mall. Loser shit. Real loser shit. Like not even fun loser. So like when that era, so I was like, and then I got into mortgages and I discovered booze and coke, which I never really did at the same time. I was always just like either cocaine, like it was weird. I just liked blow. I never really mixed a ton of drugs. I was kind of a pussy. I was like, I don't want to OD or whatever. So I never mixed a lot. That's probably the only reason I'm alive. I never did like pills and blow. And if I was doing, I would do like
pills
weed.
and booze will kill you the first time.
Yeah. So like I didn't do any of that, but that level of fun was like, I had a car. So then that's a whole different thing, right? So you have a car and you have to worry about your car. Like I own a car or I have a car. You have to worry about that. But when you're 15 and you're just walking around your town shrooming out, smoking weed, shrooming out. There was my friend's mother, Barbara Magoo, had okay, I'm going to say a slur.
Okay.
But let me tell you why I have to say it. Let me tell you why I have to say it. Let me tell you why I have to say it, okay?
Warming up for this.
This is not.
Right.
This is not something that I endorse, but I have to say it because this is what happened. I don't want to lie to people.
Right, sure.
I don't use this terminology
You're
anymore.
a storyteller.
There were two people in our town that had a light green Ford Taurus. And one of them was my friend's mother. The other one was the guy that delivered for the Chinese spot. So every time we would see this Ford Taurus, and we were like stoned. We didn't want to talk to his mom. So we would dive behind a bush. And then one of us would just be like, it's the chink. It's the chink. I'm proud of that, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
We didn't hate the guy, but that's what it is. He probably saw us because those two fat fucks.
Oh, it's a fat faggot.
So that's why I had to say the slur.
Right, you had to.
I had to. I couldn't say the C word. Well, you called him a cunt. Why are we calling him a cunt? That's the reality. And but that dude, I remember between the ages of 13 and probably like 15, those 2 years of my life were spent walking around my town stoned and terrified of bumping into someone you knew, like your parents.
Oh, God.
So you would just be like looking out, whose car is that?
Right.
Is it my mother's white van? Is it your mom's green Taurus?
Yeah.
You know, if you need, go get a potato and put a Marlboro Light in its mouth and watch that and then press play on your phone.